everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the sound system demo of the 2022 Honda Civic Touring and its new for Honda 12-speaker Bose audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, audio adjustments, speaker locations, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Then we're going to go out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning, you just want to get to listening to music, click ahead in the chapter videos. You should be able to get right on to where we've got the music listening. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a quick look at this new car. Coming in this beautiful morning mist, almost a light bluish silver with some gold metallic flake. Looking excellent. A very mature new design for the 2022 Civic. If you want to see more on this car, we've got a highway fuel economy test, we've got a review, got all sorts of different content. The links to those will be in the description. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system. We've also got high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. And we also do these tests with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. This nicely slapped on the top infotainment screen here from Honda actually works really well, and it's encouraging to see Honda come so far from the not so great infotainment system in the beginning of the last generation Civic when they tried to go without a volume knob. This one, very good volume knob, don't worry. Touchscreen, fairly responsive. We go here to our sound settings. You've got treble, mid-range, and bass. Let's go through those now. On top of those adjustments, you have audio zones and balance faders, so you can do full vehicle, front only, driver only, or rear only, and then your standard front, rear, left, right fader adjustments outside of that. On top of that, you have Bose Center Point, which creates a more artificial surround experience. Let's go on and off with that. It's currently on. Here's off. And we'll go back on. I find having center point off gives you a more true to the recording sound experience, so it's more personal preference whether you like it or not. Some Bose systems, I like center point on. Other Bose systems, such as the Mazdas, I like to leave it off. The last adjustment you have is Bose dynamic speed compensation, so as you get going faster and as more cabin ambient noise, the volume will increase. For audio controls, you see you do have this very nice, easy to grab, nice click volume adjuster here. You also got a volume rocker on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, right under the volume knob, you've got back and forth track. Also, if you're on the screen with the audio, you can do the touch screen. Then you've got controls right here, back and forth on the steering wheel, and I appreciate that volume and track selection are right next to each other. For audio inputs in the new Civic, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, Bluetooth, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support, 2 USB-A ports, technically only one is for data, you've got another charging port right next to it, and that is it. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, no USB Type-C, and that's quite surprising considering this is a brand new model. Is there Type-C back here? Nope, Type-A back there also. You also don't have a disc player, not too surprising, and no 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. So essentially, if you want to listen to hi-fi music through your streaming device, such as Tidal, or tracks that are saved on your phone, you're going to have to plug in and use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. For speaker locations, like I said, this is a 12-speaker system. Bose doesn't publish their maximum watt outputs, but starting down here in the bottom left, you have 1, 2, 3 is the center back there, 4, 5, and hopping out, something you don't often see in sedans, 2 speakers in the door, your standard here, 6, 7, tweeter, 8, 9, and then in the back deck lid you have 10, 11, and a center rear deck lid subwoofer to make 12. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto demonstrations. Let's start out with Apple CarPlay. So in order to do this wirelessly and to not have to stop our music to pull it out of the data USB port, I'm going to go pair this up via Bluetooth. And there we go. CarPlay taking up a very large screen right here. It looks really nice. My maps aren't loading right now because this phone doesn't have a data connection, but you can see we've got our music, settings screen, all looking really good. I'm actually really impressed by that. It looks really nice. So let's disconnect this one and get Android Auto going. So it did require me to reconnect my device that was already connected via Bluetooth to get Android Auto to work, but after doing that, you can see wirelessly, we've got our maps, we've got our YouTube music, and come down, we have settings screen. That is all working nicely as well. All right, let's get the music going again and get out on the road. From this track, even though the mid-ranges are coming through a little strong, overall it's decently balanced. The speakers in the back providing a good amount of thump, and then the high-end tweeters up here providing a decent amount of crispness. This next song, we'll turn the bass all the way up and see how that sounds. the outside, not really any up here, but a decent amount of thump and power coming through the seat. Certainly passable for this price point. Restart the song real quick and let you hear what it sounds like with a Bose center point off. A little bit more of a pure audio experience, not quite as much envelopment. Wrapping up my thoughts on the 2022 Honda Civic's 12-speaker Bose audio system, I am so happy that Honda has come around to handling their sound systems. For so long, every Honda vehicle sounded like trash. Even the last Accord we tested, we gave a 4 out of 10 to. It's that pitiful. This is so much better. Objectively speaking, strictly on sound quality, we're looking at a 7 out of 10 for this car. But when you consider the price of the vehicle, how well the infotainment system works, and the general ethos of this car and what you're getting for it, that's bumping up to an 8 out of 10. It's really quite good for this class. Maybe even an 8.5 to 9 out of 10, because we were talking a car for just under $30,000 getting pretty darn good sound quality. So thank you Honda for putting in the work and putting together this partnership with Bose. It's already starting to pay off. If you want a Honda and you want it to sound good, you need the Civic Touring. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed listening. If you want to see more on the new Civic, keep your eyes peeled on the video description. As our videos go live, we'll put them in there. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.